everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today we are doing a full face of my current favourites. So I know every month people do like their, best of this month and stuff like that. I tend to just not do them. I don't know why. I tend to forget whenever it's like the next month and it's just well gone, so there's no point in doing them. But I thought at the moment I would just do like my favourites that I've been using, I guess in January, but kind of more recent than anything else. So first I'm going to start off with a bit of skin prep. So I'm going to go in with the new Beauty Crop Peptide Calm Skin Mist. So they kindly sent this to me to test out and for me to give my initial review, and it's not an ad and it's not like a paid thing. It was just for me to just test this out. So I've been really enjoying it. It's just a really nice calming mist, and my skin has been ultra sensitive recently, and so this has been really like helping calm it down. So I'm just going to put some of this on and then let it set in. While it sets in, I mean, it's nice for, I think it says you can use it on your neck and on your kind of body, but I've just been using it on my face because I mean it's just nice to kind of like for it to settle in, gives you a bit of hydration and kind of boost the skin slightly. So I'm gonna let this settle in and then we'll move on to the rest of the face. So now that's settled in, I'm just gonna go in with my brows. So this is something that I use literally every time I do makeup or I put makeup on. I apologize for the lighting, the sun is coming in and out and I've got my blinds as far as they could go, but yeah, this is the 24-hour brow set by Benefit. This is not a new product at all. I literally use this every time I do my makeup, and I thought I would just use it in my current favorites because I guess it's a favorite that I use every month, but it's just this small one I've had for so long, and even though I use it every single time I put on makeup, it doesn't run out. Like, it feels like it's kind of like a never-ending bottle. And I have got a few of these just because of minis, and I've got them in maybe like one or two like not mystery boxes, but like boxes and stuff like that, that it kind of contains. So I feel like I'm not going to run out of them anytime soon. So I'm going to go on to foundation, and the new Revolution Skin Silk. I've used this quite a few times and I've been really enjoying it. I picked this up when it initially came out, so I got the shade F2. So we're just going to get this on a sponge because I love using this on a sponge, and I haven't really tried it with a brush yet. So I think next time I use it I'll try it with a brush and see if it makes any difference, even though the coverage is pretty good. So I'm gonna get this everywhere, and what I like about this is pretty affordable as well. Like I mentioned in my kind of first impressions, I got this on Beauty Bay, and I got it like next day delivery and stuff like that because I have a hall pass, but I feel like it's definitely worth it. Even though I mentioned this before, I'm not the biggest fan of some Revolution foundations. Some of them are really good, but some of them, the ones that kind of people go viral about and talk about them the most, I'm not the biggest fan of those ones. But I feel like this one I do really like because it makes my skin look super duper nice. Okay, and so we're going to go in with a concealer. So we're going in with the new Be Perfect Full Impact. So this is like the only concealer that I've tried this month, but I do really like it. I mean, in the beginning I was a bit hesitant because it kind of slightly disappeared when I added it, but I felt like it didn't crease and it didn't really it was there basically. So I'm just going to add this in my usual places and see if it will give me a bit more coverage, because the foundation, like I mentioned, is super duper nice. I just feel like the coverage isn't as like high, if that makes sense. If that makes any sense. And what I like about this sponge, I don't remember where I got this sponge. I think I got it from a beauty outlet. Like the pointed part of it, it gets really like underneath my eyes, especially it's like kind of towards the front of my eyes, because it really gets in there, and that's why I really love using this sponge as well. I thought I'd just point that out, is really helpful. So let's go on to blush. So this is the e.l.f. Cream Blush, like camo liquid blush, and this is in the shade Gorge Orange, and I have used this a couple of times. I used the tiniest amount because it's so pigmented. So if you haven't tried these, they're really nice. There's so many shades, but again, you only need the tiniest amount because it will give you a lot of coverage. So it doesn't help that the doe foot is massive, so you have to be very careful how much you put on, because you can end up looking like a freaking clown, which is sometimes I like that. But with an orange tone like this, for me, it's probably not the best. But yeah, it just blends out so nicely. And the fact that it is kind of dewy, so you look like the whole dewy thing, I think is still probably going to be quite big in like 2024. And the fact that it kind of makes you look quite nice and glowy. Sometimes you might not have to add like a highlighter on top. I will, because I love highlighter, but it will just give you a really nice like kind of natural glow to it. And I think it depends on the color that you get as well, because they've got so many different shades, which I do want to pick up. I think this is like £7, so it doesn't really break the bank, and you get a lot of product. And like I said, you only need the tiniest amount. So talking of highlighter, this is one that I have had for a while, but I still love it, and it's a Nightmare Before Christmas Melt Cosmetics collaboration. So I just still love this, and no matter how many times I've used it, the embossing is still there, and it's so gorgeous. I really love this highlighter, and I still love using it. And I mean, I know it's not new, but again, a few of my products like in this collection are not new. They're just stuff that I've again been really enjoying this month. So again, a highlighter that I've been loving. So let's go on to eyes. So I'm just going to quickly go in with my Urban Decay primer, and then we'll move on. So this Urban Decay primer is again like a staple. So whenever I use any type of makeup, these two are like my go-to. I've stopped using like any other eye primer now, because I only use this. I need to stack up, because I feel like this one's almost finished. They have other versions which I haven't tried, but this one is like my staple. So talking of eyeshadow, this is again not a new eyeshadow palette, but it's one that I've been really enjoying, and it's the Melt Cosmetics and Bailey Serian collection. So I've been enjoying this palette so much, honestly. And again, I have to be very careful when I open it, because it arrived broken. It tends to happen to me quite a lot when I buy stuff or get sent stuff. It tends to come broken, so I can't really, like, I shouldn't really complain, because I'm like, I got it. But yeah, I'm just going to use some of these shades, and I don't want to do anything too crazy, because I mean, the lip I'm going to use is quite neutral. So let's see. I might use, yeah, let's do some of like kind of like the greenish neutral shades. So I'm going to go in with Arsenic just here, which is like a nice, just like nude transition shade. And again, I know that this palette is not new by any chance, by any means, but again, I've just been enjoying it so much, and I have a big collection of eyeshadow palettes. Like if you've seen my decluttering, then you will know that I have like crates and like 2 crates of eyeshadows. But I don't know, this one I've just been steering towards so much, because when I've been off sick, I was watching a lot of Bailey's videos again, and I was just like, she's really just a great like speaker and a great YouTuber. So it just kind of made me appreciate like her collection a little bit more. So yeah, I've just been enjoying this palette a lot. And the color story is kind of interesting, because there's no shimmers, because obviously it came with like in the collection there was like glitter shimmers, which I didn't get because I'm not really into like chunky glitters. But the fact that this whole palette is just matte tones is great, because you can always incorporate like your own on top. I'm going to go in with Strychnine just here, and I'm going to take that just kind of in my crease just here, and just kind of blend that in. Okay, so that's kind of looking a bit random, but I'm going to trust the process and just hope that what I'm going to make looks nice. I'm going to go in with Ricin just next here, and I'm going to make that into a bit of a wing, because it's like a dark khaki green, and I'm going to blend that into the 2 shades. Okay, so I feel like now I'm going to end it with like another kind of like random green. So I'm going to go, I don't think I can pronounce this one, Phosgene just here. I've never used that shade yet, so I'm quite intrigued to see. And again, it's like a nice kind of, I don't know, like a sickly green, like an exorcist puke kind of green. So I'm going to add that just to the bottom here, and I'm going to blend that in with the kind of, with Strychnine. because I feel like I'm looking a bit muddy. So this is probably not my best look, but I feel like if I just keep on blending, it will just look much better. Okay, that's not bad. So I'm actually going to go in with the Nightmare Before Christmas, like the highlighter, and I actually want to add some to kind of like my inner corner area, because I feel like that might give it a bit more of a pop, because obviously, like I mentioned, there's no shimmers in this palette, and I feel like it's lacking a bit of pop. So I feel like if I add that to my inner corner, it will kind of make the look a bit more whole. So yeah, I thought I'd just add that. So now I'm going to go on to a liner. So this is the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. I use this all the time, and it is one of the best liners. It's basically just, it doesn't budge, and that's what I want in an eyeliner. I've also been enjoying the Natasha Denona one and the Rare Beauty one, but this one, because it's a bit more affordable, I feel like it's just so much, it's just so good. So I'm going to get this on. And it's just so easy to use. Like, again, I know it's not a new product, so I haven't really tried any new liners for a while, and and I feel like this is just definitely a staple in my collection that I will always love. So last product is now a lip product. So this is the Duck Plump by NYX, and this is in the shade Brick of Time. So again, I've not always been the best, like the biggest fan of lip plumpers, because I'm like, I feel like I probably do need it, but I don't really use them a lot. But now that everyone is coming out with these kind of like lip plumpers, I did pick up the NYX one. I have used it a few times, and I do quite like it. Like, in the beginning it's slightly uncomfortable, but you just kind of, sometimes, I mean, I just forget that is there, but it's still really pigmented, and they're still pretty affordable. I think they're about £10–12. So yeah, let's get some. Okay, so I'm not adding too much, because again, I mean, it's so pigmented, you don't need to add multiple layers. But this is my finished look. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I know that a lot of these products are not brand new, but they're still ones that I've been enjoying so much. And I know that when people do like their current favorites, a lot of them tend to not be like brand new things. But yeah, let me know if you've picked up any of these products and what your favorite product has been recently. I will try and do more like my current favorites, because they will always be changing. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. Appreciate you sitting down and listening to me ramble on. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.